to my late night coffees. She takes care of everything. From applying my eyeliner to making my braids. She's always on her toes around me. From my textbook stories to my novella's plot. She listens to all my nonsense. From my childhood friends to my ever-changing dates. She knows everyone. From keeping herself away from my personal diary to keeping it out of reach of everyone. She has developed an infinite trust between me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I dedicate my first Toastmasters speech to my mom. Last night, when I was on phone with her, I told her about my speech and the topic I initially decided. I initially decided to talk about my dad. He is my motivation and inspiration. The moment I told her about my topic, she responded, I'm glad you love your dad so much. But even for once, if only you could place me before your dad. And the topic changed overnight. From my dad, my inspiration and motivation to me, my mom, and marriage. I really didn't want to announce my marriage part first, but that's okay now that you know it. Daughter. A daughter in which she could see her reflection. A daughter which would be her shadow. A daughter in which she could nurture her dreams. Fortunately or unfortunately, she got a daughter, but the daughter was not at all like her. My mom and I are poles apart. If she says left, I go to right. She has a taste for delicacies. She's a connoisseur. Well, I can live on dal for whole of my life. She has a passion for cooking. Like, I hate to enter kitchen. She would spend her hours in manicure. Well, I hardly cut my nails. She would want me to wear diamonds. I cannot even bear a ring. She would send me to swimming classes, and after 2 months of training, all I could do is get drowned into the swimming pool and be saved by the current. She wants me to learn driving, and trust me, I've learned driving twice. After having learned driving twice, all I end up doing is crash into the traffic light and run away. But with all my imperfections, she still loves me. She still takes pride in me. And these happy family moments continued until one day when a tragedy occurred. And the tragedy was a marriage proposal came across my way. Yes, you heard it right, a marriage proposal. Now trust me, marriage, as Arunima rightly pointed out, only after obesity is the most scary word in a girl's section. No, it's not just a word, sorry. It's a sentence. It's a life sentence. I remember a few days back, a friend called me. She recently got married and she told me about the quarrel she had with her husband. Her husband shouted at her, you know, I was a fool to marry you. You know what she replied in turn? She said, yes, darling, you're right. But I was too much in love to notice that. I mean, what is this? A marriage or a quarrel? Is it a marriage or a war? No, there's a difference between a marriage and a war, you should understand. In marriage, enemies can sleep together. I respect marriage as an institution. Marriage is not a problem. The problem is whom to marry. Now, with due respect to engineers, Arunima, doctors, and all these MBAs. But let's start with engineers. Every other person is an engineer. I was working in Bangalore and there was this running joke. If you throw a stone, it will either hit a dog or an engineer. So you might as well marry the dog. Next come doctors. I'm sorry. But doctors are already in love with their books. They don't need wives. And by the time they get married, they're half into their graves. Yeah, she is accepting that. And MBAs do not even consider as an option. You know why? Just in case, God forbid, your marriage goes into woods, he'll always have a contingency plan. And what would you talk about after marriage? Talk about you'll fight over opportunity cost of marrying each other. So you can understand that I went hysterical as soon as my dad said it is the right time to seek a guy for you. I went completely hysterical, started shouting, running into the walls, throwing away pillows. I don't know what. And at that very moment, my holy divine angel mother entered and whispered those magical words in my ears that rescued my life. And the words were, you get married or do an MBA. Yes. And the foundation for my MBA was laid. I decided I will do an MBA. Had those words not been whispered into my ears, forget about Toastmasters speech in Tapni, I would have been making toast for some master in some kitchen. So before I conclude, I would want to thank my mom, and since it is being videographed, I would want to say, Mom, you have always taken me as a daddy's daughter, but you should know, I love you no less. And the greatest gift I can ever give to you is a promise to be as good a mother to my future daughter as you have been to me.